Welcome to the Good Morning Man podcast. I'm your host, Rollingwithro, here to help you be encouraged, enlightened, and empowered. I am so grateful that you decided to take a little bit of time out of your day to join me, because I know you could be brushing your teeth, you could be getting your baby hairs curled around your head, you could be doing a million other things, but guess what? You chose to spend a little time with me. On this episode, we'll be diving into letting them go, just learning to let people and things go. On the episode before this one, we dived into just getting started, the power of not waiting for the perfect moment, but creating that perfect moment by simply getting started. So let's jump into this first episode of Let Them Go. So some of y'all got folks in your life, including myself. So when I say y'all, remember that I'm also inclusive, that I am talking about me because it's my experiences and yours that help shape this show. You know, we have people in our lives who bring us nothing but, help me out, stress. You want to write that down. Think about some people who bring you stress. Mess. Think about all the messy people in your life. You know, we get so much mess on social media. We just become a society that loves mess, loves to thrive in mess. And there are people around you that thrive in that space of mess. It used to be me. You could call me messy at one point, but we all probably have been messy at some point in our lives, intentionally or unintentionally. But you know, we probably have. And what about these type of people that you have in your life? Do you have $20 I can borrow? They have that kind of energy. I've been that person too. But we learn as we go. We're gonna learn to let things like that go, and also those people who are around us with that type of energy and that vibe. We don't need that. We need people around us to build us up, support us, love us. It's reciprocated, and it's something that we appreciate, and we show that, and they show that, and that's how we can build together, if you will. So today, we're going to talk about the hard part, but necessary, of letting folks go who don't mean you any good for your peace, for your growth, and also for your sanity, man. Your sanity is important. A lot of the things that likely drive us crazy are things that we allow into our physical space, which also gets into our mental space. And our mental space is very important to our overall health and development. Let's jump into some main points. Here, you have a pen? Get you a pen. If you're recording, record it. But you might want to write it down. I'm going to give you some pointers that I've learned that will likely help you in letting these things and people go. And also places. Because sometimes you can't deal with those places that didn't allow you to flourish and grow. Or in the words of Duran Bernard, Bloom. It's his new album. It's out. You should definitely check that out. Avid fan. Love the song Flounce featuring God. I love them. It's a girl group out of Los Angeles, where I am. You will love them. It's GAWD. Check them out. They're going on tour with Duran this May. Check it out. Look it up on Instagram. Check it out. That's God, GAWD, and Duran. But skirt back to the main point. The first thing we need to do is recognize dead weight. Recognize dead weight. And you know what you know what I mean? There are some folks in your life who are like old milk. You hold on to them long and they start to stink up everything. You ever went on vacation? You left some milk in your fridge. It was already about to expire because you don't check the date. You get back, you poured your Frosted Flakes in a bowl, you chopped up your banana already. You open the milk, smell it, and god damn, it stinks. So there are some people in your life who are just like old milk. And we need to let them go, but we hold on to them thinking that they're gonna get better, and spoiled milk does not get better. But you can use it. It's buttermilk and cornbread. Shout out to my grandma down in Mississippi, rest in peace. That's where I learned all my good cooking from, you know. But here's how to know if someone is dead weight in your life. So I'm going to give you some things now, how you can recognize these dead weights in your life. So you might want to write these down too. Number one, they're always negative and never supportive. Have you been around people who don't encourage you? Every one of your dreams and your visions or your plans, they seem to shoot down. They give you, I wouldn't do that if I was you, or they give you, that's not gonna work. Why would you do that? Cut it. Right there. Those are people who are always negative and they're never supportive. They may attend everyone else's things, but when it comes to you, you're not priority. But when they need you, you give them priority. We're not taking that energy. We're not taking those type of people with us. So that's one way you can know if someone is dead weight around you. You know what I mean? Every time you share good news they hit you with, you sure that's a good idea? I'm just giving more examples. Man, I wouldn't do that if I was you. They always see the problem, and what else? They never see the possibility. If you call them, you already know it's going to be a bunch of complaints, drama, or just simply bad vibes. Listen to your body. Listen to how you feel when you're around these people. That's recognizing dead weight. Ask yourself, do I feel drained or motivated after talking to these type of people? Number two, these type of people, they only come around when they need something. If they hit you up, they either need a favor, a ride, money, a place to stay for just a couple of days. Just think about some of those people in your life. They hit you up, they need a ride, they need a favor, they want some dinero, or they want a place to stay for just a couple of days. But they seemingly disappear when you need something, but pop up like clockwork when they are in need. So here's the question to ask yourself. Would this person still be in my life if I stop doing the things for them? Write that down. You ask yourself, would this person still be in my life if I stop doing things for them? It took me a long time to get there. I used to do things for everybody because I assumed everybody was my friend. Spreading myself thin, blind and couldn't see. And you do things for people, and then when you need them, you can't even call them to count on them. And now you're frustrated because you feel, oh, I'm doing this for you, I'm doing this for you, you should be, I don't understand. Now you're upset. We got to grow out of that. We cannot expect more from others than we expect from ourselves. So that's why you surround yourself with people who are for you, and you don't have to have that expectation because it's already reciprocal. You know, they give, you give, we give, we give, we get, we give, we give, and we get. But we're not keeping tabs on it. But you will be there for that person as equally as they will be there for you. Number three, recognizing dead weight. We're still talking about dead weight and how to analyze whether the people around you are dead weight. Disrespecting your boundaries. This is a big one. This is a big one, man. You told them you're going to eat healthy and they still bring you a double bacon cheeseburger talking about one bite won't hurt. And you agree with them because you want to make the excuse. We want to make, that excuse. These are people who are not respecting your boundaries. You tell them, hey, I don't like the way you talking to me. It makes me feel this type of way. They shrug it off, laugh, and keep telling you the same thing that you just said doesn't make me feel good. They're disrespecting your boundaries. They keep bringing up your past, even when you've moved on and grown from it. Water is really, really good. It helps your skin. It replenishes you. Drink some water. Take a water break right now. But yeah, they love to bring up your past. These are people who are reminding you they're trying to keep you in a box. Vogue now, right? Yeah, they're trying to keep you in a box. They want to keep you there. They see the greatness in you, but they want to keep you there where they feel they have power over you. They are disrespecting your boundaries. You've moved on. Yes, I used to do these things, but now I'm in a different space in my life. I'm doing better things, let them go. Here's the question for that. Do they respect the no in my life, or do they only care when I say yes? So write that down. This is how you're checking to see if this dead weight person disrespects your boundaries. Do they respect the no in my life, or do they only care when I say, yes, yes I will. Of course I can. Oh, no problem. Think about it. Number 4, let's jump to number 4 of recognizing dead weight. They keep you stuck in old habits and mindsets. They keep you stuck, they keep us stuck in old habits and mindsets. Every time you talk about growth, whether it's starting a new business, moving to a new city, or working on your physical fitness, working on yourself, they remind you of the old you. Man, you changed. You used to be so fun. You acting brand new. Don't y'all hear that all the time? Woo! You think you better than everybody else. You damn right. I think I'm better than what I used to be. I do. And we have to have that mindset because you are better once you're making that change in your life. You think you're all that, you acting brand new. They don't want to grow and they don't want you to grow either. You have to, what? Let them go. We must let them go. Ask yourself, here's the question. Are they inspiring me or holding me back? Are they inspiring me or holding me back? So these are just some couple of points I wanted to make about recognizing dead weight in your life. 4 ways that you could do it. We talked about asking yourself, recognizing the person who's always negative and never supportive. We talked about the people who only come around when they need something. We talked about the ones who disrespect your boundaries. And then we talked about the ones that like to keep you stuck in your old habits and mindsets. And it takes a lot when you're working on yourself because you're going to have to separate from that. Because if you don't, they're going to keep you there in those old ways, those old mindsets, and you're going to play into it because it's a habit that you created, an old habit. You got to step out. And it takes you being in isolation to recognize that in yourself, because you have to be with yourself to get to know yourself. And you are definitely worth it. You're definitely worth it. You're worth the effort for you. You're worth the effort for those you love, if you have kids, your children. But most importantly, it has to start with you. It won't matter who else it's for if you're not starting with you as the center of any change that you make. Change has to be for you. It can't be because of them. It has to be for you. It has to make you better. You have to want to be better. And I know you want to be better. I want to be better. We are better. We are better. And we can do this together. You feel me? You feel me? Whew. Since I took a deep breath, let's go ahead and let's do some mindful breathing. Let's do our affirmation. Once again, we're going to breathe in the good and we're going to release the what? The bad. We're going to release the bad. Our affirmation for our intake, our inhale is, I have everything I need to be inside of me. And so when you breathe in, we're going to say that and think that in your head. Put it in your subconscious. And when we release, we're going to release, I release anything that no longer serves my growth. I release anything and anyone that no longer serves my growth. So we're going to inhale, hold it maybe 5 seconds or 4. I don't want to kill anyone. Hey, if you can't hold it 5 or 4 seconds, hold it as long as you can. I don't want to be responsible. But we're going to breathe in, I have everything I need to be inside of me. So let's say it and we're going to breathe in. I have everything I need inside of me. Breathe that in. Feel it. Think about all the good things and the creative talents you have inside of you. I have everything I need inside of me. Let that joy, let that power fill you up. Now we're going to breathe out. I release anything and everyone that no longer serves my growth. As you exhale, think about it. I'm going to release anything and anyone that doesn't serve my growth. And in closing, I just want to remind you guys, It's time to do a life audit. I had to do it with myself. It took me falling on my face to get here, but I'm so glad that I did. But I must, and you must, we must do a life audit. And I want you to jot these things down or come back and visit. Look at the 5 people you talk to the most. Look at your phone. Look at your text messages. Look on your social media and your DMs. Just look at the 5 people you talk to the most. Ask yourself these questions. Are they pushing you forward or pulling you back? Like, every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. Are they pulling you back or are they pushing you forward? Think about it. Do they celebrate or low-key want to compete with you? Next, if they weren't in your life tomorrow, would you be better off or worse? It's a good one. Write that down. If they weren't in your life right now, these 5 people, or just in that group, would you be better off or worse? These are things you must ask yourself. This is called a life audit. This is the Good Morning Mains. This is your life audit. So write that down. Look at the 5 people you talk to the most. Are they pushing you forward or pulling you back? Do they celebrate or low-key compete with you? If they weren't in your life tomorrow, would you be better off or worse? Number 2, check your energy after interactions. Check your energy after interactions. If talking to them feels like a chore instead of joy, that's a sign. If talking to them feels like a chore, like you know how it is, you get up, you don't even want to make your bed up, you just laid in it. But you got to clean it up. Mama told you to clean up the kitchen, that you don't really want to do it. That feels like a chore instead of joy. That's a sign. Another one, if your gut tells you that they are not for you, trust it. Trust your gut, man. We must go back and trust our gut. Number 3, be okay with walking away. I need you to be okay with walking away. You don't owe everybody access to you. You know, so many times I give my all to everybody with the intention I just was blind. I thought everybody was giving it back to me, but I was losing myself trying to please everybody but who? The man right here. And you must examine that inside of you too. Letting go isn't going to be easy, and letting go isn't being mean. You know, so many times you think you're going to step on someone's toes, but letting go is not being mean. It's about making room for what's better coming into your life from God. What is better won't come until you let go of what is not. Lastly, if they're supposed to be in your life, they'll meet you at the level that you're growing into. If they're meant to be in your life, they'll meet you at the level you're growing into. They'll come back into your life, but you will know if they should or shouldn't be allowed, you know, in that space. Yep, and that about wraps it up, man. I really hope that you all will appreciate the value of letting it go and letting people go, because we must do that, and do this so that you can grow. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but where there is pain, there is pleasure, and that pleasure is in becoming a better you. It's been a great deal having you here with me today on the Good Morning Man podcast. I really appreciate it. Tell someone about it. Subscribe to my YouTube, man. It's Good Morning Man. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Man. And let's be empowered, encouraged, and enlightened. Until next time, remember, in the words of Les Brown, every day is a good day, man, when you create it in your mind. Key. I'm out.